I'm sitting here with a pile of files that I need to do some stuff, but these cards keep yelling saying, Norma, there's a message. Norma, there's a message. And I'm really feeling like it's really about your purpose, right? So do you need a message about your purpose? That's exactly what I'm feeling, right? So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this, the power of your purpose, right? The power of your purpose. Yes, it goes to the root of your abundance. Of course, if you're in the flow and you know what your purpose is and you're actually doing it and you're putting yourself in the present moment always, right? Then you're in the flow and you're doing it. And it's going to give you great abundance, right? Great, 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 great abundance. But what's going on? Smoke and mirrors. Are you feeling a bit of like imposter syndrome? Or are you having a problem with identifying what is blocking you energetically, right? Because this card and this card looks kind of similar, right? Time, right? It's not linear. Time goes around in a circle. It goes around and around and around to the same thing over and over and over again. The same lesson learned, same thing over and over and over. So the power of your purpose. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is about releasing. Releasing that imposter syndrome. Releasing the habits that are not productive for your success, right? If they don't get you to your goal. Releasing people, you know, you don't really realize how much that person blocks that certain goal until you really think about it. You're like, okay, so I have this goal and they say they love me, and but when I ask for help, I'm not getting any help. But they say they can help me, but they say they're here, but they're not here for this, right? So, you know, it doesn't mean that you have to exclude them from your life completely. You just know that you can't have them included in your life's purpose. And so what kind of people do you want around you in your immediate circle if they're not there for your life's purpose? Are you, by doing that, what I just said, by doing that, are you abiling them or distracting them also from their life purpose by not stepping into your life purpose because you would rather have them around? I know that hit a couple of you pretty damn hard, right? What is in your smoke and mirrors? Why can't you get a true reflection of yourself? Why? It's because of everything that I was just talking about. There are habits that you're still doing that do not align with your goal and your purpose. There are people that you're still seeing that are not aligned with your purpose and what you want in your life, right? There are situations that happen in the past that are still affecting your day-to-day, that happened in the past. And you might not see them daily, right? You might not see them on a daily basis, but they are affecting your daily routine, which then is affecting your purpose. How are you supposed to serve your purpose and fill these roots with abundance if you're holding on to the smoke in this mirror, you'll never see yourself clearly. You'll never see your purpose clearly. And you'll never get that abundance. And when I look at this, I see earth magic. You'll never get that type of abundance. You may have some financial, you may be able to, make ends meet, but you'll never have earth magic. If you keep entertaining this smoke in this mirror, this imposter syndrome, these people in your life that do not align with who you are and what your goals are, right? Do you ever try to start a business and people just flat out, like the people you love, they're like, oh, well, you don't think maybe your dream should be a little smaller? How many times I heard that from people I love, telling me my dream should be smaller. And not just one person. I mean, I've had like 5 people, and I know I'm very ambitious. But look at me now, bitches. Just saying. I'm just saying, for the people, those 5 people that told me that I couldn't do what I wanted to do, stand in your power. Does it really matter what they say? No, it doesn't. Does it hurt? Yeah, it does. It does. It does. It does to this day, even though I've proven them wrong. And I'm still doing it to this day, right? It still hurts. Why? Because I allow it to. Why? Because I love them. Why? Because I chose to, right? Why did I choose to? Was it a connection? Was it a somebody from somebody else? Like a spouse's parent? Whatever it was, like how. And I know at the time, like, it probably did hinder me to be 100. I know that their opinions and their words affected me on a negative level. It didn't stop me, no, but I'm pretty sure it kind of held me back a bit. Being an empath and having all of these emotions, you feel some things that aren't necessarily intended the way that they were said, right? So I know that they probably never intended that. They probably always thought that I'd be successful, or they always thought that you'd be successful, but it's just not the way that they thought that it would be, right? And, rightly so, we do the same thing to ourselves, right? When you're like, oh, I'm going to open this business, and then I'm going to do this and this and this and this and this, and then what happens? You open the business, and you do this, but not that, and not that, and some of this, and then this. And then what happens is you get the equivalent of the energy that you put into it. And if you don't like that, then maybe you should reassess the energy that you put into it and not think that there's something wrong in what you're trying to do, right? Because did you do this and this and this and this and this, like you said? Or did you do a little bit of this, some of that, skipped over that, and did this, right? So what's the outcome that you're going to get when it comes to your purpose if you're not putting yourself fully in, immersing yourself in the now of what it is you need to do, right? And if you're not putting yourself fully or immersing yourself in the now of what it is you need to do, then you should reevaluate what's going on in your reality here, or your reality here, which both of them you control. You control the people in your inner circle. You control the entertainment that's feeding to you. You can control the books that you read. You can control what you're scrolling on, right? You can control what you're reading. You can even control who's in your life, right? Smoke and mirrors Get that smoke out of that mirror so you can see yourself clearly. So you can see the reality of what's going on. And don't think of yourself, you can't think of yourself in self-sabotage. I know that there's some of you that have been trying to do this for a while, and you're gonna sit there and self-sabotage because you think you're an imposter. Let me tell you something right now. One of the most amazing ladies ever was on my table guessing and doubting herself. And she's like, I don't know if I can do it. And you know what? I told her, I said, oop, let me tell you something, and I need you to open both of your ears right now. I was like, are you listening? She's like, yeah, I'm listening. I was like, are you sure? I had to make sure. And I told her, and I whispered, and I was like, you're overqualified. She just about jumped up off the table, and she's like, oh my God, girl, that's what I wanted to hear, right? Most of us are so overqualified. We just have blocks in our way. So be in the here and now and dissolve those blocks. Like, fill your self-confidence up. Know that you can do it, because if you thought it in here, you can make it happen out here. You just got to release all the blocks so that it can happen. Get rid of those smoke and mirrors. Like, there's no imposter syndrome. You are who you are, and he made you that way. He made you perfect. Don't ever forget that. Like, every flaw you have, there's a reason for it. ADHD, use that to your advantage. Whatever it is, right? Oh, I can't focus. Girl, boy, girl, I have serious ADHD. And yet, let me tell you how I do it, is because I just realized that, I realized years ago that in order to succeed, you have to fail. And there's nothing wrong with falling as long as you get back up. Learn from the mistake and don't do it again. And eventually you'll figure it out. You'll figure out your purpose. You'll figure out how to do what it is you need to do, as long as you immerse yourself in it. And fail. Fail until there's no other option but to succeed at your purpose, right? Hope you enjoyed this message. Like and follow for more. I'm going to try to get some of this paperwork done now, right? something about medical records requests and RFSs and whatnot for our VA clients, which I love and adore. So thank you very much for all the love and support over the years. I hope you understood this message about purpose, because literally it stopped me in my tracks of doing my VA paperwork. So like and follow for more. There'll be more messages soon. Many blessings.